football. One of the best environments in all of sports. It's the Hornets and the Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Spartans ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Hornets offense will get first crack at it today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Find some fresh air. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The Hornets will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Schmidt. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They stop him after a short gain, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Punt is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Spartans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Dropping back, it's Hall. Dances away to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw it again. It's on target and complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Handoff to the single running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hall. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the 1st quarter comes to a close. Sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sparty. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Francis. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hall. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes a catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got a man. Breaks a tackle. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Off-play action on 1st down. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Spartans. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Schmidt. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hall. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Cook. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hall. Complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Powers through the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Keeps it himself. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got a little grass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Unloads quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
To the air, it's Hall. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Caught behind the line. It's Schmidt. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
At the 45, on his way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Hornets with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Hornets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Hornets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Hornets! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. He'll return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Man, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Hornets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Makes the catch. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback moving. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Back to throw, it's Hall. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option two, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
and you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll run it on the counter. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that's going to tie it up. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Hornets. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Quarterback on the keeper. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Hall. Quarterback now breaking the field. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Back to pass. Fakes to grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Big fella moving. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, and they have to get it in the end zone here to have a chance. Wants to throw again. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. 4th and goal. Looking to throw it tall. That'll do